Alrighty, I'm live. Let me kill this light. And that'll be fine. Alright, good morning. Welcome back to Bean Scottish Fitness. Here a little regular nutrition chat. It is Friday. It doesn't even feel like Friday, but it is. So yesterday I utilized one of my, it's called alltime. Call it mental health days, call it need some time off, call it whatever it is. It's where I work, we get so much time that we can use at our discretion. We can use it in 2-hour increments, or we can just take the whole day off. And yesterday I decided to take the day off. And here was the benefits of me doing that. So where I'm working is very vigorous because we're on the smaller machine. It does more work. Oh, there's a dove in the driveway. And after you're working out 3 days, and it's pretty much nonstop, you're at the point where you really don't have any time for a real break, any real rest, because the machine is pushing every 21 minutes. You have to load the tooling, you have to unload the tooling, you have to enter the results, into the computer. You have to load into the computer that you loaded. And then you're supposed to test some pieces on a piece of machinery that's not working. So they want you to walk 200 feet to one of the three that you might get to, and the third one's 300 feet away. And they want you to do all that stuff in 21 minutes. And then here comes the next one where you got to unload, load, repeat. And generally, I can get that done in about 18, 19 minutes, but it's only leaving me 2 minutes just to take a breather. And, I got to try to throw a sandwich together for lunch. I usually bring some tubs of cottage cheese so I can get some, protein and food into me right away. But it's vigorous. We only run it, once every, 5 or 6 weeks. But I figured Thursday would be a good day to get away from that. Let one of the other people know, get reminded how much fun this machine is. So the next time when they say, well, maybe we should run that one, you might not be as eager to volunteer for it, to have that done. And I was able to get a 2-hour workout in. So I stayed in the gym till a little after 3:30. Got a huge shoulder workout that I'm really happy with. And then live chat, yay! Thanks for Sharon for popping in. So I was a 2-hour workout in. Went to the store, got myself a protein bar real quick. Then I met the wife and son for dinner at Lamex, my favorite place. We had a nice dinner, a couple drinks. Wife and I stopped at the local pub for a beer. And then we came home. It was like 8 o'clock. Well, actually, got almost. It was 7:30. And was able to relax, get some things done. It was a really good day. Nice deload the mental stress day is what it was. And I need those every now and then. So it was a good day to take off. Why didn't you take off Friday? Well, Friday, we're kind of shutting down the system, so all I have to do is unload. I don't have to load. So it's half the work. So obviously it takes me about half the time. So Friday is not a bad day. So it was a good tactical, strategic decision to take Thursday off. And I feel much more mentally refreshed. I was starting to get to the point where my motivation to go in was getting pretty low. It was like, I'm just not really feeling it, but I did go in. I did work out anyway, and a couple of us, Kevin and Josh, we were talking about that, where sometimes, we're just not feeling it, but we come in anyway, because once we go into the gym, we will lift. We know that. So once we're there, we're going to lift. So the whole idea is just get in the gym and lift, is why I said that, because once you walk in the gym, you're going to do some exercise, but if you never get up and get into the vehicle and get to the gym, then you're not. And of course, I was doing exercises here during my live stream. I figured, I can multitask. And that would be a good idea. So thanks for joining in. Remember to hit the thumbs up, do all that good YouTube stuff. I do want to give a little shout out to Ray for buying today's protein shake. I do appreciate it. And he pretty much bought tomorrow's too. I do appreciate that. Every little bit helps. I am definitely, thankful for the support I do get from the Highlanders. So I do appreciate that. And yes, Sharon is my other channel, Farms and Prepping, where I'm doing, I'll probably do one of those today where I walk out to the pond, try to sneak up on the turtle that's sitting up in the tree. I'm going to come in from a different direction this time. I have a plan. And every now and then there'll be, duck in there or two. And I figure the snakes should be coming out here pretty quick. So we have garden snakes around here. We have rat snakes. We have fox snakes. Fox snakes are bigger and really nice looking. I had one about 2 years ago that was just laying in the garden, relaxing. I was walking by it, and all of a sudden it stopped going. I think it was 5 feet long. And of course, I didn't have my camera with me. So I quickly came back in the house, got my phone, went back there, it was gone. I'm like, damn it. And then I seen a board, I was up the board, I think that's where it was, either that or it was a different one. But I did do a video on that, which is posted in there way down and deep. And beautiful snake. Multitasking is overrated. Why do today what you can do tomorrow? Yeah, that would be the wrong idea. Is that what you're doing with the freeze dryer, is it? We have copperheads, you got water moccasins and rattlers. Not a good time in the bushes. You must be down south. Now, when I was fishing at Reelfoot Lake, Tennessee, a lot of water moccasins. And they're aggressive. I mean, they'll follow your bobber right into the boat if you're not careful. South Carolina. Okay. Yeah, my son was just moved back from South Carolina. He was out there by Charleston, Goose Island. When I was in Fort Stewart, Georgia, we would catch copperheads and rattlesnakes and eat them. They're really good eating. And then down in Florida, my buddy and I killed a big rattlesnake. It was over 6 foot long. We actually skinned it. We ate it. He's still got the skin over at his house. One of these days, I'll bring it back to my house. We take turns displaying it. We had 6 rats in it when we cut it open. So we're thinking, man, we probably shouldn't have shot it. It was doing a really good job of controlling the rats. But it was a big snake. Here, I've only seen a rattlesnake once. It was a little eastern back. It was maybe 10 inches long. It was a baby one. I'd lift up the board and it sit there and open up his mouth and showed those fangs. And I gently laid the board back down saying, yep, we're not going to mess with this one. We're going to leave this one go. And then I did have, while I was fishing the Mazon River, not too far from here, maybe about 20, 30 miles, I had a copperhead, because I was actually in the river, I had a copperhead come and curl up the rock next to me in the sun for about a half hour before it took off. My buddy's like, you see what's there? I said, yep, I see him. He's just sunning. He doesn't know I'm here. So I just kept fishing. I didn't move much, but I kept fishing. And about a half hour later, he got warm enough and he headed on down. So there we go. Originally thought, let me see, this desk proving to be more of a pain than I originally thought. Well, isn't that always the case? I do have a big desk upstairs that I got when I was working for appliance chain. I kind of said it as a joke, but I was doing a lot of work off my computer at home that was generating income for the store. And I told the owner, well, I should have a desk. He goes, order one. And I ordered a nice one. I mean, it was and this is back 20 years ago or more. It was like a $600 desk. And I still have it. I'm going to start doing live streams up there. As soon as I get the area cleaned up. So let's start getting the frying pan warm. So I'm gonna put it on medium-low heat and let it get the pan heated up for about 5 minutes. It's 10:40. Wait till 10:45, and then we're just gonna cook sausage. I haven't went out and got good bacon yet, and then we're gonna use butter to cook the eggs in. So a little bit more of a simple one, just sausage and eggs. I'm cooking up the rest of that pound that I cut up the other day. I still have a pound left, which we'll probably have for, probably sounds like a good idea for either Saturday or Sunday breakfast. So Sunday I'm going to work again. Well, that's right. I was going to make some coffee. This is why sometimes I need to have a list. I need to set all these little timers like my wife does. She'll have timers popping up on her phone all the time, reminders. That this is going on, this is going on. She's very organized. Unlike me. I'm more chaotic. I still get things done, and there is a method to my madness. My story, anyway. So basically, I filter, this is a zero water filter, and the water I use for cooking, it's not a Berkeley. I do have a Berkeley, and I think one of these days I will set it up. He's doing an okay job is if you filter it and use the water right away. What I found is if you filter it and you let it sit there for a while, it seems like the minerals seep back into the water through the filter. So I was kind of disappointed with the way it worked. I will probably buy a Hinckley and Smith one and see how that one turns out. I found those tend to be, Hinckley and Smith water tends to be better. So when you have copperhead water moccasins and rattlers, well, the copperheads and rattlers are really good tasting. Water moccasins are not. So we tried that. It must be because they eat a lot of fish. But copperheads and rattlesnakes, delicious. They'll taste like whatever you cook them into. So usually a little olive oil and a little Tabasco sauce, and you got a really good flavorful meat. But with a water moccasin, don't do it. Didn't turn out well. Just one of those things, Inquiring minds wanted to know. Maybe they want to know, maybe they didn't, I'm not sure. So let's get my little pan out here. And we'll start with the sausage. Now this is a Schweinegger's, and they are a local place. Trying to think if they got their but they are down the road about 40 miles and make really good sausage. So what you do is you flatten them out, because when you cook them they kind of fatten back up if you don't really get them leaned out. So what you're trying to do is get that's about right. There you go. Always want to hear that nice sizzling sound. Hey. Perfect. All right, wash my hands. And we're ready for the next step. So, like I said, yesterday, huge shoulder workout. I have put out a couple short videos that, I don't know, YouTube might be mad at me. I'm not sure. Usually, on my short videos, especially when I'm doing military press with the bench, I get at a minimum of maybe 400 views, and I get up to 8,000 views. And so I put up the 185, the 195, 205, and 215 shorts, and they're only getting like 30, 40 views. So I don't know. YouTube's not liking me this part of the week for some reason. When I try to keep it interesting as much as I can, but it's like when I'm watching like Michael's video or whatever, the next one plays through, it's always the same video. You know, somebody else has got all these views, and the reason they got all these views is because YouTube's pushing it. I mean, to be honest with you, that's how my channel started. Because I put up one, just get in the gym and lift, and all of a sudden YouTube pushed the heck out of it. Before I knew it, you know, I had 600,000 views. I mean, that made, that wasn't perfect to do that. That made my channel. It took me from 25 subscribers to like 1,200 in a period of 2 months. I made some good money on that. You know, for once, YouTube was paying well. And then they changed. And they came and, you know, they tried to say, well, we didn't do anything different. I said, you're paying me half what you used to for more views. Well, obviously something changed. No, we're just, no, stop it. And all the other creators that were monetized were noticing it too. So, I mean, just be honest, go, we got greedy, we want to take more of your money. Okay, I understand that. Don't have much choice about it. Don't lie to me. Don't make me think I don't understand what I'm seeing. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's been weird for a week. Yeah, weirder than usual. Yeah, Runner Boy or Arctic Opium Chad, he was getting a strange message every time he tried to comment. You know, it was like, let me look at something here. Has anybody hit the thumbs up yet? Because I'm showing 0 thumbs up. Now, I think, at least somebody, now I went over to my other one and hit one. That seems to be weird. Oh, now I got 3. So I popped back in. Just did. Oh, thank you. I just did 2. There we go. Yeah, so what the thumbs up does for channels, it tells YouTube that this is something maybe worth spreading out. I know John's always talking about it. If you get the thumbs up, then YouTube might send it to more people as a suggestion. Then I can get my fitness word out more. So I do appreciate when you hit the thumbs up. That is definitely helpful in the internet. And then I do appreciate my members, who I now refer to as the Highlanders, and my moderators. Well, I give a lot of moderators out, but MS Sharon is definitely moderating for me, which I do appreciate. And Ray, who used to be a member, Bueller. I know, I'm teasing you. Didn't know freeze dryers were so expensive. But looks like something cool to have. But it's not in the budget right now. Right now, a new bathroom, a bathroom remodel has to be in the budget. So, and we'll probably start on that process here pretty soon. Just not sure when. I keep getting hints that somebody's going to come up and help, and then the hints change. There we go. Yeah, and so what I like to do is I like to hit it right away and then go in the chat. But I have noticed that. that you had to get out of chat. That's kind of, I don't know why. You got that song stuck in your head, don't you? So, you got the sausages cooking well. Usually what I do is I like to, flip them over when they're just about brown, which is about right where they're at. I got the coffee going. I was going to do that earlier, and I forgot. But I want to do it. Then we'll add some coffee creamer. That's special creamer from Ireland. And I'm looking forward. I think Sunday or tomorrow we're going to go and see a band, and then Sunday I'll go into work and make the good money. It's kind of hard to pass up, and the wife usually needs a day to catch up on her classwork, being a teacher. So it kind of works out well for both of us. I will have to get a rototiller over here. Hopefully sometime next week if it dries out enough, get the garden filled up. I have to go buy the seed potatoes and get that ready to start. Generally about first or second week of May is perfect time to start planting everything outside. Right now I got the tomatoes coming up through the coffee can. Hopefully the peppers will pop up here pretty soon. You know, Runner Boy said it was 2 weeks after the tomatoes came up before the peppers did, so I'll give it another week before I start thinking maybe I got bad seeds. Hopefully that is not the case. All right. Hopefully that's not the case. Nothing wrong with Peeps 2. Nothing wrong with Taffy. Ray, you need to get your you need to get your medication right. So you're on here twice now. If you're on here twice, I should have another thumbs up. Just saying. So yeah, breakfast is pretty easy. I just do this. Sometimes I'll make it a little bit heavier, add potatoes to the mix and that. You know, yesterday I was doing other exercises while I was doing it today. Just gonna take it easy. I can really feel that the shoulders are, you know, they got that like soreness, slight soreness tension that saying, yep, we had a really good workout. Life was good. Coffee's almost ready. So, nutrition-wise, I was talking to Josh here at the gym. I saw him I was getting too much of a belly. I'm maintaining weight, but so he told me I probably need to cut back on milk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut back and want to drink about half what I usually did. Hey, Keelan, how you doing? I've been doing well. Getting re-motivated, getting re-energized. I took yesterday off as a deload day mentally. I spent 2 hours in the gym, which I really enjoyed. I'll probably spend at least an hour a day. Today is going to be chest. I'm going to do heavy single presses if I have either Josh or Kevin or Drew come in. So I'll have a spotter. And then I might do some legs if I have enough time. So if I get to the gym early enough, which I'm going to try to do, then that should work out. And we'll try to get a walk out to the pond, sneak that in, and we'll go from there. So, got the sausages cooking right now, but I got big 2 sausages. Coffee is now ready. They used to have a big expensive Keurig that they got on points. But it just, the first one we had lasted like, I don't know, probably 10 years. Worked really well. The second one, within about a year, was already messing up. So I got rid of it. And I bought this little 5-cup coffee maker for $10. Works just fine. Then I'm trying to start the live stream a little bit sooner. Now today was at 10:30. Probably next week I'll try to start them at least 10:15 or maybe 10 o'clock. It just fits better in the day. It allows me to get out the door a little bit sooner. That's my thought process anyway. I did last night when I got home from dinner, and I made a shake. So, milk, half milk, half water, a banana, and 3 eggs. And I chugged that down before I went to bed because I really, really needed the protein. Nice, you're joined in here. Yes, we are live. Here we go. Hey, Gordon, how we doing? Thanks for popping in. Remember, hit the thumbs up. It's important to get the message out. So I had people come in yesterday, and Jacqueline, and I'm trying to remember the other who just had already gotten their workout in. They had already got my workout in this morning. Like, yeah, it's fantastic. My workout will be, almost 11 o'clock. I will probably be in the gym by 1, if not a little bit sooner. But my goal is to be in the gym at least by 1 o'clock. And I'll probably work out to about 2:15. It gives me an hour and 15 minutes. Just plenty of time to get a lot done. And then trip to the old grocery store to get me some food for when I'm at work. And then work's not going to be as vigorous, thankfully, because it's going to. Will I still do the discus throwing? Yes, I will. Matter of fact, that will start up here pretty soon. I have my son here who's going to train me. He's going to remind me of all that stuff that I taught him when he was younger. And from a standing position, he can he can seriously out throw me. Right? So he didn't lose much. So we're both going to train together. He's going to definitely help me with my form and my release, which I really need to get back to. I think about this June of last year, I really had it down. I'm at to that 137 feet. And then I forgot something. I was doing something wrong. I think I was leaning over too much or whatever. And I think I still threw 131 feet in nationals. And I think I only was like 123 feet in state by September. So yeah, we're gonna get back on that. Right now, I do have kind of an issue with my foot. So the footwear at work. I had to break down to the doctor about that. But yes, we're going to start probably 1st of May. We're going to start doing some serious training and go from there. But yes, I'm definitely going to do that again. It's fun and I'm not bad at it, so it's well worth doing. Very good. Hello. So remember, hit that thumbs up, folks. Help that Augie rhythm. Just like the rest of the country, I just did my taxes last week. So I do appreciate Ray buying me those protein shakes yesterday. If you want to help out the channel, you can do the super chat, or better yet, you can use the PayPal link and buy me a protein shake. If you don't have PayPal, then you can do a super chat. All those little things do help. Or become a member. Become one of the Highlanders, which I think I renamed one of the levels, but I might just name them all the Highlanders. I just kind of like that name. And I wasn't going to suggest it. I think my cousin Jacqueline kind of came up with that. And I said, hey, that's pretty good. Jacqueline or Ray, one or the other. So you have to have fun when you're cooking. I enjoy cooking. right? Because they enjoy good food. And the two are interconnected. So, and remember, nutrition is just as important. Have you tried boxing, sparring? Great work. It is a great workout. I used to do karate in small circle jiu-jitsu in our niece, and I used to do that. We had a really good dojo, and we had a good sensei, and we had a pretty good crowd too. There were about 6 of us that always was working out together, and it is. I mean, boxing or karate or taekwondo or any of those things is a great way to get you stretched out, which I desperately need. And it's really good physical exercise, and it doesn't. Where do boxers try to punch the most? Never quite understood. Body shots is where you want to punch the most, because you start bruising the diaphragm. You know, this is going to be a long, phoned out fight. You know, if it's going to be a long fight, body shots generally are really effective, because then it really starts making breathing difficult. I mean, if you knock the wind out of somebody, fight's pretty much over. And that's why they strengthen their abs so much. You know, if you look at a boxer, you know, they're doing lots of sit-ups, lots of crunches, lots of just sitting there while people are you know, pounding them on there. Because if you bruise the diaphragm in that area, so chest is a waste of time. You're not going to do that. Right here, this is where you want to hit, especially here, kidney shots too. Yeah, ribs, diaphragm, kidneys. And then once you get them, once they start to hurt and they drop their arms, because now that's hurting, well, now you can come up and get them on top. Now, I'm not a professional boxer. I just personally fought a lot when I was younger. But that's, you know, you start boom, 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 and then you drop down to protect it. Now the face is open. I can do it, Rocky. I can do it. So I got the Kerrygold pure Irish butter. It's kind of my fancy butter I use. I still buy regular butter when it's on sale. Nice thing about butter is you can throw it in the freezer. It will last a long time. Oh, that tastes good. I got eggs, and I got a big sausage. So simple breakfast. And probably we'll drink it down with water. Let me filter some more water out. And then I'm probably going to break down by some whey protein. And mix it with water, and then throw eggs and banana in there and all that good stuff. Everybody's probably going, no way. Yeah, but whey protein. All right, Dad Joey. Gotta be me. That's right here. Well, yeah, they are. But if I'm in a fight, there's nothing illegal in a fight. Just saying, if you really want to do damage, instead of hitting them like this, you hit them like that. You come into the kidney with a diagram like that, you'll collapse the diagram easier, because now all that force is in a smaller area, and this will penetrate more. That's if you're fighting to save yourself. Remember, the gloves on the boxer's hands are not to protect you, they're to protect the hands. So yeah, they do frown about kidney shots. It still happens. But if you're fighting to protect yourself, throat punch, eyes, everything's open. There's two things you should do in a fight. It's either fight or flight. So you either go in there with fight like you're the third monkey on the ark and the doors are getting ready to shut, or you get out of the area. Just don't stand there and take a beating. I watched that too many times where they stood there and took the beating, let themselves just get hurt. So it's fight or it's flight. Standing there and taking it, no, not a good idea. And if you're fighting a grizzly bear, try to gouge out his eyes and bite and try to get a mouthful of fur. So when they find your corpse, you can say, well, he really did put up a fight. Because you're going to lose. You can't run from them. They run faster than you do. They have the rest of the coffee here. Let's all go. All right, I think the sausages are probably done. I cook them at low for a long time, so at least it'll seep up and get everything cooked. So I'm going to decrease the amount of milk intake for about 2 months and see if that helps with my belly. Because really to get rid of belly issues and stuff like that, you have to do it with your diet. All right, exercise helps, burns calories, but if you keep eating garbage, it's not going to make much of a difference. So, let's get a little bit more butter in there. Now the eggs, I cook them in butter and bacon grease. And the eggs just pop in there, so I pull it off the heat because the cast iron holds a lot of heat. As I put the eggs in there, then I'll mix them up, add a little bit more butter, and put them back on the heat. Like I said, yesterday was a big shoulders day. Shoulders are important. Use them for almost all your lifts. Yep, so that's my daughter's Etsy shop where you can buy these shirts. And I'm trying to get some other product added to it, but she is very busy with her book. So she does have her book in one of the Barnes and Nobles now in Arizona. So that is pretty cool. So her book is The Fae Hotel, which she wrote, and she's working on her second book, which will be called The Academy of the Dead. So really impressed with her ability to write. She's had that ever since she was really young. So I'm glad to see her that she's now a published author. And if you are interested in that, you can go out to Barnes and Noble and buy it. There we go. Thank you, Emma Sharon. Doing a fantastic job. Or Amazon. And then when I do hit 15,000 subs, I will have a few giveaways, which will be either my shirt or a paperback copy of the Fae Hotel. And then probably the grand prize will be a signed hardback. So that'll be coming up when I hit 1,500 subs, 15,000, which the way it's going will probably be sometime next year. Yes, I do. I mean, do I have one here? No, but we do have a family tartan. As a matter of fact, and I'll send it to you, Ray. I think I can. We have the family tartan on the moon. Alan Bean, Rula McBean, took a tartan with him on an Apollo mission and left half of it on the moon, and the other half is on display. And I will send that picture to you. And I remember actually seeing that and reading it when I was at the McBean reunion when I was 14. So it's on the way. I haven't bought one yet. There's no reason why not. I do have a whole thing of the Scottish history in plaques. Yeah, I just sent it to you. I'll send you the Scottish Shield too. That one's actually looks better, which you have seen before. Actually, I can bring that one out. So this is the family crest. So you got the wildcat, you got the sword, the ship, and you got the bloody hand. And the story behind the hand is the two clans were racing to an island to claim it. And the first one that touched land would claim it. And so one of my relatives cut his hand off and threw it to shore so they would win. That's the story behind that. So yeah, now I'll send you. I got some better pictures on this ray. I'll send you. That would be cool. That would be even more cool. That'd be cooler. So here we got the incredible edible egg, all 20 amino acids, along with all the vitamins and minerals you need for health. Only vitamin it does not have is vitamin C. But everything else to sustain yourself is in the incredible edible egg. And I was talking to Josh, about changing my diet so I wouldn't have the belly as much. And you said, no, the eggs are perfect. So I can eat as many eggs as I want. You just said the milk I probably need to cut back on. And of course, bread is the obvious one. And then once the garden gets growing, I will be eating more vegetables because of the garden. So I want to stay at the same weight. I just want the belly to kind of simmer down. Yum, yum, yum. So, breakfast is usually a big meal. I don't want to eat a huge meal. I do want it bigger. I want to make sure I'm getting enough calories. Now I'll put it back on the heat. Now I used to put salt on it right away, but then I did watch a video where they're saying you don't want to salt it right away. It's best to wait towards the end. It helps keep the flavor in there. Yeah, I cut down on the carbs. Oh, my mom has. My mom traced our history very, very, very far back. Suppose I'm a 34th great grandson of Charlemagne. Now he has a lot of grandsons. There's like 30,000 of us. But I think I'm big enough to take them on. So then right later on, I'll send you the clan shield. I know I have it down in here, but I can download it off the internet just as fast as I can find it through my zillions of photos here. Every now and then I try to go through and filter it down. Let's all go down Williams Walker. But here, I'll send you my Scottish Fitness logo. Maybe that'll help too. So yeah, not get rid of carbs completely. You do need carbs, but to cut them back. It's like eating fats don't make you fat. Inactivity and eating lots of sugar will. So it's not like I'm fat, it's just as I always say, I'm going to be my own worst critic. When I get the trolls trying to, make fun of me and that, I'm like, dude, I'm far more tougher on myself than you'll ever be. Oh, that's ah! I'm having a clumsy day. I better not sit there and juggle chainsaws today. It's been I guess I've been off balance today. But I'm in a good mood because I know it's Friday. And I enjoy Fridays because Saturday, first of all, Friday, it's not as vigorous as a work day because we are shutting down. We're putting the furnace in neutral. The Monday and Fridays are not the hard days. It's the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is just pure chaos in that smaller one. I tried keto. It never worked for me. No energy. There you go. It's more of a trend fed than anything else. So at least you tried. Not everything is going to work for everybody. But here's one of those truisms. All right. If you want to lose weight, you have to be at a calorie deficiency. Deficit. Yeah, you have to be a calorie deficit. The only way you can lose weight. Now, if you're trying to lose weight and maintain strength, that's tougher. And that's what I'm trying to do. So I don't want to lose weight. I want to keep the same weight. I'm at 242. And that's a good weight for me. Even 250 is not a bad weight. I want to stay at 242. I want to go here and here and go away from there. So I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm trying to shift the weight. And what I was telling me, if I'm eating a lot of the carbs, it's going to want to go into storage. So if I cut back on the carbs, but still keep the high protein and still have carbs, but because you need them. That's like the keto diet. You had no energy because you didn't have any carbs. You need carbs for energy. But there are clean carbs. Eggs have clean carbs. They have beneficial ones. Let's see if Daryl is home, or Dale. Daryl. I'm going to give him a call. I don't think he sees. He's not the type of guy that's always checking his phone, which I'm okay with that. But let me give him a ring so I can get some more fresh eggs. Oops. Bluetooth. Hello. Oh, ring. Forgot on Bluetooth. See if he picks up his phone. That's not set up. I'll just send him another text. See what happens. So we stir up the eggs. There you go. Call him back. Hey, good morning, Dale. I was wondering if you were home or not. Oh, perfect. All right, I'll send the boy over. Is it just 1 dozen or is there 2 dozen now? Okay, I'll have them covered for either scenario. Get those chickens to lay more eggs. Could be, yeah. I mean, I'll buy you some chicks if you want. I'll buy you some chicks, some baby chickens. Oh. Right. Yeah. Yeah, They offered me one year. They offered me 50 of them for 50 cents each. You know, and I have a buddy in Mazan that has chickens, and I always contemplate bringing him 50 over, but I couldn't get a hold of them, so I didn't want to spring that on him. You know. Full grown ones? Yeah, maybe. I mean, if they're laying, you'd probably say they're worth that. Yeah, when it was 6. Yeah, I guess what the market will bear. Right. Oh, I know. Yeah, they got that bird flu again. Right on schedule. In front of your house? What type of snake? Big snake? Little snake? Yeah, I might as well check it out. I had one year a fox snake come up to the garden with me. It was 5 foot long. Beautiful snake. I haven't seen one since. I seen a hawk take off with one that looked about that big. All right, I'll send the boy over. Probably about 10, 15 minutes. Or if I get done here with breakfast, I'll shoot over. I might just shoot over. Okay. I'll probably be over in about 15 minutes. All right, man. Bye-bye. So it's funny, I was talking about the snake should be coming out pretty soon. He said there was a dead one on the road in front of him. So I was right. He got the eggs there. He's got 1 or 2 dozens for me. So that'll be good. And that'll be my outdoor excursion. Keto and carnivore. Yeah, 2 different things. And I know that one Jordan Peterson was on a carnivore diet, and that's all he is eating is meat. And he loves it. And I think that's great, but I like vegetables and I like fruit, so I'm going to eat all 3. Probably what I'm staying away from now is cereals. And what I need to stay away from is bread. And I like bread. But I know bread has, yeah, you can't have 0 carbs. 0 carbs, you're going to run your energy down. Yeah, but I am going to cut my carbs down and see if I can, number one, maintain the strength and increase it. And then see if I get the belly to start going down. It's just starting not to look the way I like it look. I can do better. Like I said, I'm going to be my own worst critic. And you need to be, you know. I'm not unhappy with the way I look. I just figure I can tune it up a little bit. So Josh would go, oh, you look fine, you know. And I said, yeah. My wife told me for 15 years I looked fine. And I looked in the mirror and, yeah, I didn't look fine. I let myself go. So, it was 3 years. And I said, that time to get the weights back. And then after about 2 years, I looked fine again. So it's, we were at Daddy's, in Seneca having a great time. And this one guy that works there, he's trying to squeeze in, there's a lot of people outside and the areas are tight. He's trying to squeeze past me and I had to keep scooting my stool. And he goes, well, I can't help it that I'm fat. And I just kept my mouth shut. I said, actually, you can. Is you didn't. And he had a huge belly that I could see if I didn't take the steps, I would be the same way. It can sneak up on you. I have an uncle who's my size and that, but he weighs 310 pounds. And the heaviest I got was 265. And at 265, I could see 300 was going to happen pretty quick if I wasn't careful. And it wasn't 265 of solid muscle. It was, maybe 240, 5 of solid muscle and 20 pounds hanging around the belly that didn't need to be there. So, yeah, it's just things you got to sit there and change up your goals. So, because of Country Monster, who suggested that maybe I really strive to get more reps at 2.25, and that will sit there and help my fame and whatever, yada, yada, yada. I said, that's a pretty good goal to go for. So, I'm going to go for doing 2.25 by 35 reps by this time next year. Now, I've got the strength. It's the endurance I need to work on. But I'm going to work on it. I'm going to work on it by doing more push-ups. I'm working on it by once a week doing reps. And then once a week doing heavy weight. So today's going to be heavy weight. And you make the adjustments. And then you go on from there. So with that, I wish everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. Yep, time and pressure. But, you got to set the goal and you got to give yourself plenty of time to reach it. So if I say, well, I'm going to have it by next month. No, I'm not going to have it by next month. I'm going to hurt myself trying to do it. Hey, Jacob, how you doing? So a huge bench day or heavy bench day today. So heavy singles. Remember, hit the thumbs up. No, but I'll probably do some singles. I probably won't go any heavier than 395. All right. I'm going to just work on reps and just at singles at that point. Give myself some time to regenerate. I'm going to work on the shoulders harder. I'm going to work on push-ups harder. 435, maybe towards the end of the month or in May. So, I'm going to sit there and try to do this a little bit smarter. But my goal is to increase my reps at 2.25 to eventually get into 35 reps by this time next year. That's my road to 35 reps. You got to keep trying to switch up your goals. So today I'll warm up with bench and I'll do some heavy signals, probably 365, 375, 385, 395. And then depending on 395 goes, whether I go up to 405 or not. And then maybe some legs. I really don't have a goal on lean climb right now. I've been kind of away from that for a while. I know Vince Robbins and I one year did that, and I think I worked myself up to 315, maybe a little bit heavier. But I haven't really incorporated in with my chest day, but I think I'm going to start doing it. The only thing is I don't like their incline bench at that gym. No reason, it's not comfortable for me. So I can go with lighter weights, but like the one in the Streeter gym, I was far more comfortable, and the one in Shoreward Fitness is far more comfortable. So a lot of times it has to do with comfort. The angle just isn't right or whatever. So what I'll probably do is do some dumbbell inclines. And I might sneak that in today. That's a good idea. I might sneak that in. And then I need to do it does give you a good stretch. And that's why I like that pec fly machine. That's a wonderful stretch for the shoulders. And I need to do a lower back exercise series. Subscriber asked about that. So I need to do a quick series on that when I get time. I might have to go in the gym tomorrow to knock out some specialty lifts. So anyway, it's time for me to eat and get on the road and do things and have fun. Everybody rest, nutrition, proper exercise, walks in the sun. Take care of yourself both physically and mentally, and have fun. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for sharing, subscribing, all that other stuff. Can I barbell row? Are you talking about rowing up this way? I haven't done it in a long time, so I don't know. I used to do them pretty heavy. So another exercise I'll pick back up, and that's what I like about these things. I do get reminded about things I used to do. There he is, Country Monster. Yep. So yeah, Country Monster. He is the one that has gave me the idea of doing the 225 by 35. So my journey to 35 reps at 2.25 is via Country Monster. So I do appreciate that. I did accept your friend request on Facebook. He even sings too. I don't sing. You don't want me to sing, trust me. It's not a good thing. So Country Monster, appreciate it. Now remember, you can become a member. Memberships can ask me for workout information via email, via comments, via video chats, and become part of the Highlanders. All right. So there's like 3 levels. There's a 4th level that's really expensive. I can't change that. Don't do that one. I don't want anybody doing $24.99. That's YouTube. That's not me. But there's a basic 1, 2, and 3, and I think the 3rd one I renamed the Highlanders. So if you want to support the channel, hitting the thumbs up and sharing and all that good stuff definitely does it. And then if you become a member, that is really a huge step. And like I said, I think the first level is only $3. So Tammy L, how we doing? Thanks for joining in. Oh, we're getting all these new people in. Hate to give away. Almost got to stay here. So remember, thumbs up, subscribe, share, become a member. Go spread the word of fitness and nutrition. And you'll be doing it would, Jacob, probably even a little bit more. I think the best I ever did was 32 or 33. And at that time, I was benching 480. The Winning Live show was a long time ago. So you were like, well, thanks for joining in, Tammy. I appreciate that. Thanks, Ed. And, always stepping in lives and watching. I love people when they get into the comments. I'm looking trimmer. Well, thank you. I was just talking about my belly was getting too big, and I'm going to make changes for that, but I do appreciate it. And probably I'm looking trimmer because my shoulders are getting bigger. It kind of helps. It is funny, when I was at like 262 and I was really bulky, I can't show you abs. I got a storage there right now. Give me some time and I'll show abs. Right now I'm just 242, Jacob, so I'm not heavy. I just got to change the diet up a little bit. Here we go. Got these, but the abs, they're well insulated right now. Still haven't worked off the winter protection. But that'll happen, I think, by July. I should have my, I don't mind taking my shirt off. Well, I don't mind anyway. I don't really have to impress anybody except myself. But I'm at 242. I want to stay about 242. Don't really want to get any lighter than that. I just want to turn more of it into muscle, which is always a good thing. Bigger, not lighter. I want to stay the same weight, just get a little bit bigger. So otherwise, I'm feeling good about myself. I mean, I'm strong. I can lift considerably more weight than all but a handful of people my age. And I know that. I know those handful. I know Cole Carter. God, he's strong. Yeah, Jimmy Ray, same thing. Extremely strong individual. And I hope to get down to Missouri and work out with Cole. I tried to one time, but it just didn't work out with the schedule. So hopefully it'll work out this time. So I got the eggs. Remember, incredible little eggs. Best breakfast for you. Eggs and meat. Get you all of the aminos, minerals, and vitamins you need. The only one you're missing, seriously, is vitamin C. So, we have bananas over there, oranges. I take a multivitamin just as a catch-all. I cook with a cast iron because even with the non-stick, I still get that. And it's healthier with the cast iron. Reaction to cast iron, you're putting iron into your food, which you need. Like 60% of the population is deficient in iron. And iron is important for your hemoglobin in your blood. So if you find yourself fatigued and run down, sometimes it's because of an iron deficiency. Now, don't overdo it, because too much of iron is bad for you too. So thank you for popping in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. I do invite you to become a member. That does help the channel out greatly. But I do appreciate everybody for showing up and getting involved in the chat. That makes this a lot more fun. And I appreciate the ones that are sitting there on squat. My form. Form is my goal. Not worrying about weight. I have been going up a little bit more weight, but it's form. I'm just about getting as low as I need to be. The last time I did it, I did like my depth. It was better. But the next 2 days, my lower back was tight. So I have to be really careful with that. That and deadlifts. If I go too heavy too soon, my lower back starts talking to me, and I don't want to throw out the lower back because then it's not good. So, I got to lift smarter, not harder when it comes to that. But eventually I'd like to get where I'm doing with proper form 315. That's my goal. But the proper form is first. Proper form is far more important than the weight. And I think I'm just about there where I'm liking the form. And you really want to make sure I have the form down before I put the weight on, because having the form down will help you prevent having injuries. So with that, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, have fun. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. I really do appreciate it. Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, you want to be very careful. Start very light when you do start back up, Jacob. And don't use that bar again.